September the 24th, 2007. And the email reads like this. I just want to keep everybody abreast is what's going on. I got a call from Lake County Sheriff's Friday. Judge Boris is claiming that I threatened him. I told him he was next, and I'm going to make him lose his position of power. I wrote to Illinois Supreme Court Disciplinary Committee. I named Judge Scott, Judge Boris, Judge Foreman, David Keefe. I just want my day in court. I want them to see how it feels to have your life in the balance of justice. I want them to have sleepless nights. Long story short, all I was doing was telling them I was going to turn them in for official and judicial misconduct. They stole my money from 1986, $15,000 cash money. My business, I had a legal nonprofit organization, Shorties, and you can check with the state of Illinois. I was legal. I had a tax ID and everything. They just didn't know I was legal. And they didn't want me to stop selling drugs. I got out of the drug game and I was going to start a nonprofit and a fundraising. And that's what I was going to do 20 years ago. And it says, who's going to fight for the truth for a nigger? You know what I'm saying? Just like the Duke lacrosse team. Because y'all don't care about niggas. Y'all want to ban the N-word? No, I'm going to keep the N-word alive because that's how you treating us. You ain't changed your racist ways. This is how blacks are being treated, and now I proved it. And then, I proved it then and I proved it now. Why do you think they're scared of this 5'3", 145-pound black man? I never committed a bomb threat. This is racism inside the Lake County judicial system in Lake County, Illinois. That's an email, my brother. And that's a paper trail. You're going to have to produce the phone records from that phone call that Judge Boris made and the call that I made. You're going to have to get them records. You're going to have to get the 911 tapes. Told you, man. Playing dominoes. I'm playing dominoes with y'all's careers. You seen the picture of the toilet. Watch your careers go down the hole. These are letters to Patrick Fitzgerald. All right? Wrote him like 8, 9 letters. See the dominoes? See that? That's a movie release. Everything is right there. See that? That's for Patrick Fitzgerald to sign the movie release. That's a movie release. Shorty's documentary. I got all rights to this. This is legit. I was gonna tie up the arms of the government so they couldn't do nothing illegal to me or hurt me. And this is what this is all about. This is about how you treat us in your judicial system. Genesis prosecutor, Lake County DA is no better than Nathan. Overzealous, malicious prosecution. Here's my release form. I sent Lake County this. All right? And I told him this is what I was going to do to him. Critics have called for the prosecutor, Mike Nathan, to resign. Should he? Yes, he should. Social Waller. How clear have you? I've been following it very clearly. I've been following it very closely. I was using the Nathan case in the North Carolina case to prove my case about racism in the judicial system. They said it and I proved it. You ain't got no money, you ain't got no rights. See that? That's a Freedom of Information Act. Like the police said, ask for the freedom, I did. And you can't produce no records of my existence in Lake County's jail system in 1986. But you gave me 128 charges in front of the bond court on 12/24/07. You're gonna have to produce them records. You're gonna have to tell the truth about Shorty. I was making a movie and a documentary. My emails is gonna prove it. Your racist behavior is being exposed. This right here is my witness list. All right? This is my witness list, and they refused to give me witnesses to appear on my behalf. I had everybody on my witness list that knew that I was making this movie and this documentary. and I asked him to come to trial. Pastor Caples, Jesus Name, Mark Davis, Lionel Farmer, Herbert Stackhouse, Art Peterson, and Waukegan New Sun, Joe McFarland, inmate, Earl Whitehead, Renee Whitehead, Angie Wilson, Ruth Wilson, Hugo Estrada, Lamont Presley, Mayor Hyde, Mayor Rockingham, Buddy Carpenter, Dennis Sawyer, Elder Derrick, Jesus Name, Val King from Ceasefire, Tammy Brown, Lake County Records, Jarvis Walker, Attorney at Law, Mark Harmon, Security Guard for Lake County Jail, Cynthia Turman, Security Guard, Damon Johnson, Governor Blakelovich, Patrick Fitzgerald, Althea Welch. Dude, those are my witnesses. Those are the people I want to be at my trial. That's my right. All these people knew I was making a movie, and they need to stand up and tell the truth about the whole situation. Patrick Fitzgerald has had this information since February 14th. It's a paper trail. I made you take this. You took the information. You have knowledge of civil and constitutional rights violations, man. You have knowledge of human rights violations. The beating of Jose Espinosa, the robbing of the inmates, the false charges on me. You need to do your job, cuz. You need to stop looking at Blakelovich and you need to start looking at Lake County, because this ain't a good look. You should have did your job. You are the state's attorney, the U.S. State's attorney, Civil Rights Division. This is my other witness list. The same one, David Irwin, Ed Norris. These are the people from Baltimore that knew I was making a movie. David Irwin knew, Ed Norris knew. He got a whole lot of videos. Cheryl Nelson, Dwayne Davis Jr., Philip Davis, Congressman Elijah Cummings, my producer Rob Fix, Glenn Nelson, Paul Weinblatt, Sheriff Fisher knew I was making a movie, Senator Cardins, Senator Barack Obama. Everybody knew I was making a movie, and they're on my witness list. And that's my right to call witnesses to appear on my behalf. And that's on file and on record. And my lawyer got it. You see that? That's the motion. Witnesses from another state, that's my right. You denied me my right to have witnesses appear on my behalf. And that was filed February 2008. Dominoes, cuz we're gonna watch your house of cards fall right in front of you. Watch them fall all in a row, like dominoes, like dominoes. That's my witness list. This is hostile witnesses. All right, hostile witnesses, rules 238, section A and B. And I want y'all to testify. I want Michael Waller, I want Judge Stark, Judge Rossetti, Judge Boer, Judge Foreman, Audrey Nixon, Angelo Kyle, Robert Sabanian Jr., Sheriff Coran, and Robert Evans Sr. All right? I gave you addresses, told where you was, and you never investigated. Sovereign immunity does not apply. All right? My constitutional right to have witnesses appear at my trial. All of you knew I was making a movie. And if you'd appeared on my trial, you'd had to admit that you knew I was making a movie. So you denied me that right too, cuz. Told you I kept a paper trail. And my lawyer got this information. All of it's on file. Open to the public. That's why I'm going to the world court. If these people do not appear at my trial, at my hearing, you're not going to give me no trial and no hearing. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to fight extradition and I'm going to the world court on Tuesday. Dude, I already got the papers there waiting. We're going to call it, what they call that? Political asylum. I told you I was turning in you dirty, corrupt, snake-ass motherfuckers in Lake County. And I did it in such a way. I named your names and I got stories behind each one of y'all. I am not playing by a long shot. And you see when I filed the papers, and you see how the book I got here and the tapes I got, dude, 3 years, we playing dominoes with your careers. Right there is Baltimore County Police. They trying to say that I threatened Judge